Laundry for a family of 7 is no small task, especially when you're living on a tight budget and are trying to keep things simple. In this video, I'm taking you through my full laundry routine, from making my own soap-based detergent to hanging clothes in the sunshine, and I'll even show you how to sew a simple pretty peg bag to keep all those clothespins in one place. I've made our own laundry detergent since we were first married, and have made it several different ways over the years. Most recently, I have just been grating bars of soap into our washing machine. I save all of our soap slivers, the little bits of soap that are at the end of a bar of soap, and I use our cheese grater to put some of the soap shavings at the bottom of the washing machine. I make our bar soap from scratch, so this is a great use for failed experimental batches of soap too. I recently tried a new soap recipe that ended up so hard and brittle that I couldn't cut it into bars, so instead I grated the big uncut bricks of soap directly into my washing machine. The only issue I have with using any kind of homemade powdered laundry soap is that you really want to use hot water to help the soap melt. Otherwise, you might have undissolved specks of soap stuck to your clothes at the end of the wash cycle. Since we have a large family, we all try to be careful about just where the hot water in our hot water tank goes. So today, I've decided to go back to making some homemade liquid detergent that will hopefully work better for our family. For today's batch of liquid laundry soap, I'm grating all of my soap scraps and adding in an extra bar of my homemade soap. I'm melting it down in some water and adding in a box of washing soda. I measured out how much water I want by filling the jars I want to store my laundry soap in mostly full, accounting for a little extra bulk from the washing soda that I'm going to add. As this laundry soap cools, mix it all up as it will separate, and you don't want a re-solidified mass of soap floating at the top. This kind of homemade laundry soap will separate when it sits, so just give it a little shake before you use it and you'll be good to go. If it solidifies too much, you can use an immersion blender to help it get back to its original liquid state. Depending on how dirty or how large my load of laundry is, I'll use about 1/4 cup of it in my machine. I used to have a high-efficiency washing machine, but it did not work well for our family. It constantly spat out error codes for various things, and because high-efficiency washing machines rely on detergents instead of water, our clothes weren't getting as clean as I wanted them to be. I got this older model off of Facebook Marketplace and have absolutely loved it. Using soap and water to wash our laundry has made such a big difference. There are no error codes, and when taking a closer look at the inside of this machine when we first brought it home, I'm fairly confident that I'll be able to replace any mechanical parts on it that might eventually wear out. I've been using clothespins with a little metal piece in the middle of them, but they tend to break and wear out relatively quickly. So since most of my clothespins have broken, I decided to replace them with the one-piece wooden pegs to see if I have a better time with how long they last. I also figured that new clothespins should have a new way to be stored, something prettier than the old bucket with a crack in the bottom like what I have been using. To make this peg bag, I traced around a clothes hanger, adding a little extra space around it for a seam allowance. I traced a square shape at the bottom for the bag portion to hold the pegs in. used this template to cut 2 pieces of fabric and 2 pieces of lining. I traced and cut a circle through one of the pieces of fabric and lining so that I would be able to easily take the clothespins in and out of the bag. With wrong sides together, I sewed one lining piece to the outside fabric piece. For the pieces with the holes in them, I placed them right sides together and sewed around the hole. I clipped into the seam allowance, pushed the lining through the hole, and ironed it flat. Then I top stitched around the opening and around the edges to hold the fabric and the lining into place. I also hemmed the top center of the front and back of the bag, where the top of the hanger would poke through. With right sides together, I sewed the front and back of the bag together, leaving an opening at the very top and at the bottom. I turned the bag right side out, placed the hanger inside, and folded the raw edges at the bottom of the bag inside before sewing it closed. While I do have a dryer, I'm not a big fan of it. The dryer takes forever to dry and just doesn't keep up very well with laundry for a family this size. I'm also not thrilled with how much electricity it takes to run it. So I opt for sunshine more and more these days. Especially in the summer, I can dry more clothes faster than I can in my dryer. The sun does a beautiful job sanitizing and removing stains, and try as they may, companies that advertise fresh scent on their laundry detergent and dryer sheets will never come close to the genuine fresh scent that outside gives. Even on the occasion where there is sudden rain, or if I end up leaving the laundry out overnight, the rain and the dew usually make the laundry just a little bit softer. I've become pretty quick at getting my laundry on the line. As long as it isn't too windy, I throw batches of laundry onto the line first, and then come back and put clothespins on them afterwards. For washcloths, socks, undergarments, anything I either want some privacy for or don't want to waste a clothespin on, I have a collapsible clothes drying rack that I set up tucked away close to the house. I have a retractable clothesline for when I need a little extra space on the line, which is often. I just have to be sure not to hang anything within reach of a goat or a sheep. Thanks for spending some time with me today. If you try any of these things or make your own peg bag, I'd love to hear how it works for you. Until next time, take care and keep finding the beauty in simple living.